Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Josh, aka the Uber Trading, bringing you another update video on AMD and the AMD play that I'm currently in. So today was kind of an interesting day. AMD honestly didn't really do that well. We had pretty significantly lower volume than I would like to have seen. And it seems like there's a decent amount of selling pressure. But despite that, we did still close AMD green today. Granted, it was like 1 cent, and we did close above the 200 SMA. So overall, I'm still pretty happy with where the trade is. The buyers are still in control, as we can see from the indicators. Um, but overall, today was kind of just meh. We did break out here. There's a possible squeeze, which, obviously I'm playing towards the upside. But today we are down about $400 total. And on AMD, we are down $324. Now, this is a little bit strange because I think this is a bit inflated. Um, if you look at this, for instance, you can see at 245, you just had a random drop, like out of nowhere. And I looked at that. It seems it's an issue with the premium on these 100 calls, the May 7th 100 calls, and that's just because the bid ask is so wide on these. So it's putting the mark at point 0.3 because the bid's so low. So these should still be okay. I think it just kind of looks a little strange because of the way the premium works on these contracts, but I'm not too concerned about that. Now, I did actually sell my um, I had July 16th calls that were 90 calls. I did actually sell these. I sold them for somewhere around like a 40% profit, and I actually did that because I decided to get back into GameStop, which probably isn't the smartest thing ever, and you can pretty much consider this a YOLO as well. But I bought a 430 call from May 21st. It's a monthly contract, and I kind of just figure now with the premiums so sort of settling out a little bit, I can get a contract like this that's not super far out of the money in retrospect to when I was playing the GME 800 calls. So it's a 430 call for May 21st. I got it for 690. And I have a decent amount of time on this, so I think it's obviously risky, but it could definitely be riskier. So I've made a lot of money on GameStop in the past playing the weekly contracts, like going and buying April 16th 800 calls. I've made several $1,000s off of that. So now that the premium's kind of chilled out, a few months ago, an 800 call for next week would be worth like 500 right now. So I was able to pick up a monthly contract, doesn't expire till May 21st for around almost $700. So I think it's a pretty good, play. And again, it's kind of a YOLO. Like I think there's a chance that GameStop might um, do some stuff here in the next week, just because the market's kind of melting up right now, and I feel like if we get a decent market correction, that's kind of for some reason when GameStop wants to do those squeezes. So it's a bit of a gamble. But still a decent play overall. I still have the 90 calls for April 30th and the 100 calls as well as the leap. Now, I am more than likely going to look to sell these tomorrow if we don't get good price action. The main reason for that is just that I have 20 contracts of these 416s, and essentially at this rate, AMD needs to move up a couple points tomorrow or at least the next day, or these contracts are going to get completely wrecked by Theta. So more than likely, I'll look to sell these tomorrow and just roll them into a later date. Like I might just add some of these 100 calls, or I might potentially go in and look to get maybe a 95, like a few 95 calls instead that are closer to the money. If I do end up rolling those out, but I'll make an update video tomorrow with seeing where this account is at, where this play is at, and as always, feel free to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and feel free to leave comments if you think maybe I shouldn't have sold or you have any suggestions for where you think I possibly went wrong with any of these plays. Or maybe there's a better strike price I could have gotten, etc. But feel free to leave a comment. I also will have links in the description for a Discord channel that I made, as well as a link to sign up for Robinhood. If you have not already signed up or you're not into stocks, you can use my referral link and get a free share of stock. And yeah, it's pretty useful. So again, hit the like button if you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.